Are you looking for 6 best things to do in Amalfi Coast? The Amalfi Coast may be visible and skilled some of ways. Adventure tourists looking to paintings up a sweat can traverse the various scenic trekking trails that snake through the location. Those strictly in search of rest can discover solace at one of the coast's 100 seashores, which include the ultra-secluded Fiordo di Furore. If you've got enough sea legs, seeing Amalfi with the aid of using boat is stated to be an unforgettable enjoy, as is bearing witness to the littoral perspectives from the sky-accessive Villa Cimbrone. But in case you're on a good itinerary, the postcard-worth Positano, with its colorful structure and highly priced amenities, is quintessentially Amalfi and now no longer to be missed. Here is the list of best things to do in Amalfi Coast. 1. Positano. If you most effective have time to go to one metropolis with inside the Amalfi Coast, it'd have to be Positano. Positano is the entirety you would dream the Amalfi Coast to be. Lush cascading cliffs stacked with colorful Mediterranean structure, luxurious yachts and velocity boats docked on turquoise waters, and slender streets and ornate stairways coated with boutiques and trattorias. And of all of the cities at the coast, Positano caters to traffic the maximum, supplying up the maximum lodges of any vacation spot with inside the location. What's greater, SETA buses and ferries for stall without delay in Positano, and lots of Amalfi Coast boat excursions go away from here. Positano additionally boasts a number of the Amalfi Coast's maximum loved seashores. Marina Grande Beach is the maximum well-known and maximum central, sitting at the bottom of the colorful beach metropolis. There's additionally the Pornillo Beach, every other vacationer favorite, placed much less than a half a mile east of Marina Grande Beach. Pornillo Beach may be accessed without delay from Marina Grande through the cliffside Sentiero degli Innamorati pathway, an appeal in its personal right for a clearly secluded shoreline. Test out Arienzo Beach, that's located among cliffs and is offered through a 300-step stairway. 2. Amalfi Coast hiking. Though the Amalfi Coast is the type of location in which you have to kick back, loosen up, and absorb the beautiful surroundings, you would be lacking out on all it has to provide in case you failed to make room for a bit journey for your itinerary. In among the coast, numerous cities are a plethora of stunning pathways and trails begging for similarly exploration, though you may without difficulty respect the ocean from the various cliffside lodges, eating places, and lookout factors that dot the location. Getting up near and private with the herbal factors of Amalfi's magnificent terrain cannot be missed. There are a bevy of hikes that fluctuate in duration and difficulty. One of the maximum famous pathways is the Il Vallone del Ferriere, a nearly 4-mile path that snakes through a wooded region determined simply atop the metropolis of Amalfi close to Ravello. The route is lauded with the aid of using tourists for its picturesque setting, assumed fern-coated streams, cascading waterfalls, and ruins of medieval foundries and paper mills, the latter of which Amalfi is well known for producing. For greater coastal perspectives, searching for Outla Baia di Aranto, a 4-mile adventure taken into consideration mild in difficulty, located within inside the small fishing village of Nerano. This trek at the tip of the peninsula takes traffic to the Bay of Aranto, passing through a sea of lush Mediterranean shrub alongside the manor. From the Bay of Aranto, tourists can see the close-by island of Capri and mission right all the way down to the pebble seashore of Aranto Bay. There's additionally the Il Sentiero degli Dei, in any other case called the Path of the Gods. This 5-mile lengthy adventure nestled in Positano hugs Amalfi cliffs, supplying clearly unforgettable perspectives of the apparently endless coastline. You also can trap a bird's-eye view of Positano in which the route ultimately terminates. 3. Amalfi Coast beaches. A experience to any coastal vacation spot would not be whole without an experience to the seashore. In the case of the Amalfi Coast, your excursion would not be whole without journeying a couple of seashores. One of the matters that makes this location so specific is the sheer quantity of seashores determined here. Due to the topography of the Amalfi Coast, lengthy, sandy seashores are non-existent. Instead, tourists could be greeted with seashores together with pebbles or only a rocky platform over the water. Positano's Marina Grande Beach is a wonderful location to begin due to the fact it is placed smack dab within inside the center of the metropolis, with Positano's well-known colorful, cliffside homes towering over each aspects of the shore. The seashore is likewise one in every of Amalfi's biggest, measuring almost 985 toes in duration. Another famous spot for travelers is Arienzo Beach, additionally placed in Positano. Arienzo is a great deal smaller than Marina Grande and greater secluded, situated among cliffs. Tourists ought to descend a 300-step stairway to attain the seashore. Though a few admitted it turned into a chunk of a trek, many tourists favored this seashore as it turned into the alternative of Marina Grande, greater non-violent, and much less crowded. If you are searching out something a bit bigger, however nevertheless need a feel of seclusion. Tourists say Fornilla Beach is your fine option. 4. Villa Cimbrone or Ravello. If you are trying to soak up magnificent perspectives without breaking an excessive amount of a sweat, head to Villa Cimbrone, situated inside the mountaintop metropolis of Ravello. Villa Cimbrone is a luxurious resort lauded with the aid of using each professionals and current traffic for its suitable on-web website online gardens. The property's gardens are taken into consideration one of the maximum critical examples of English panorama and botany tradition inside the south of Europe, housing a handful of uncommon botanic species. And aside from some trees, all the flora that stay in the garden's grounds are anticipated to be approximately 100 years antique. As such, you may assume flora of a wide variety alongside your walk, which include roses, hydrangeas, and chestnut trees to call some, along with stunning botany. Tourists also are greeted with similarly beautiful structure, though the famous person appeal in the gardens needs to be the Terrace of Infinity. This terrace, coated with busts, functions unobstructed panoramas of the ocean, together with picture-ideal perspectives of Amalfi's cascading cliffs from each directions. 5. Amalfi Coast Boat Tours. To discover Amalfi with the aid of using land is most effective half of enjoy. The fine perspectives are visible from the ocean, in which unobstructed vistas of the coast's world-famous cliffs, in addition to the suitable flora and colorful structure, may be admired. The maximum cost powerful manner to enjoy Amalfi with the aid of using sea is with the aid of taking a ferry. Ferries run from April 1st to August 31 annually, with one of the maximum traffic routes, Sorrento to Positano to Amalfi. Beginning in mid-May, Sorrento to Positano takes approximately 40 minutes, whilst Amalfi to Positano takes approximately 20 minutes. There is likewise a ferry provider that is going without delay to Capri and takes near an hour to attain. Ticket expenses range relying at the port of departure, however are normally much less than €20 for a one-manner adventure. 6. Fiordo di Furore. The Amalfi Coast is full of such a lot of secluded seashores it is almost not possible to pinpoint in which precisely they all are. Not to mention allot sufficient time to get to them, but in case you had been to pick simply one, you have to make it to the Fiordo di Furore, taking into consideration one of the maximum exciting geological functions at the Amalfi Coast. The Amalfi Highway connects the two aspects of the fjord through a bridge, appearing as each the seashore's primary focal factor and its factor of access. From there, tourists can descend stairs that cascade down the gorgeous stony cliffs and both take a dip, respect the encircling surroundings, or discover the opposite trails located on the seashore. One path takes traffic farther alongside the cliffs, main to direct perspectives of the ocean, whilst every other contrary, the seashore leads explorers into an antique fishing village and a sequence of paper mills. The metropolis of Furore is placed simply above the gorge and is likewise available through a path. Many current traffic determine the appeal to be not anything brief or picturesque, and people who did go to at some point of the hotter months very well loved swimming inside the turquoise waters. What's greater, many suggested that notwithstanding its popularity, the seashore wasn't overrun with travelers, and 11 though a few determined it tough to get to mentioning the dearth of parking and steep stairs as hindrances, maximum stated it turned into absolutely really well worth it, with a few tourists calling it the spotlight in their Amalfi experience.